You're not mostly human. I know that sounds like an insult. It's not. It's just math. Your body contains roughly 30 trillion human cells. That's a big number. Impressive. Until you meet the tenets. Because living on you, in you, and occasionally voting on your food choices are about 39 trillion bacterial cells. You are the minority shareholder in your own meat suit. Let's get this straight. You are not an individual. You are a walking, talking, slightly anxious apartment complex. The human cells are the landlords. The bacteria are the tenants who never pay rent, throw parties at 2 a.m., and somehow still control the thermostat. These microbes are not freeloaders in the classic sense. They do actual work. They break down food your own enzymes can't touch. They train your immune system like a slightly abusive personal trainer. They produce vitamins. They influence your mood. There are studies linking gut bacteria to anxiety, depression, even how impulsive you are when the dessert menu arrives. Your gut feeling is not poetry. It's committee notes from a microbial parliament. And they are picky. Change your diet and the population shifts within days. Eat more fiber and certain species throw a rave. Live on processed garbage and the party turns into a depressed book club that only reads inflammatory literature. You are not just what you eat. You are what your bacteria decide to do with what you eat. It gets weirder. A large portion of the genetic material inside you is not even human in origin. Your DNA is littered with leftover viral code, ancient viruses that infected your ancestors millions of years ago and never fully left. Some of those viral scraps still do jobs. One of them is crucial for the placenta. Without an old virus gene, human pregnancy as we know it doesn't work. You literally needed a viral infection in deep history to be born the way you are. Evolution does not do clean renovations. It just keeps adding sketchy extensions and hoping the building doesn't collapse. Then there are the mitochondria, those little power plants inside your cells that turn food into energy. They have their own DNA, separate from yours. Because a couple of billion years ago, a free-living bacterium got swallowed by a larger cell and decided the free rent was too good to leave. That ancient merger is still running inside every one of your cells. You are powered by domesticated bacteria that never got the eviction notice. So let's recap the residents. 30 trillion human cells trying to keep the lights on. 39 trillion bacteria running the kitchen, the immune system, and the late-night cravings. Viral genetic leftovers still performing structural jobs. Mitochondria that are basically captive bacteria with their own union. You are less of a pure organism and more of a long-term group project that got out of hand. This is why antibiotics can mess you up beyond killing the infection. Wipe out large parts of the microbial community and the whole ecosystem wobbles. Digestion suffers, immunity gets confused, mood can tank. It's like firing half the staff in a hotel and then wondering why the guests are angry and the plumbing is broken. It's also why just be yourself is terrible advice. Yourself is a crowded democracy with a human minority government, constant lobbyists from the gut, and ancient viral code still holding committee seats. There is no pure you under all the layers. There is only the current coalition. And yet it works, most of the time. The system is messy, inefficient, full of historical baggage, and somehow still keeps you alive long enough to argue about it on the internet. So the next time you look in the mirror and feel like a single, coherent person, remember, you're looking at the front desk of a very busy, slightly chaotic, multi-species operation. The human is just the one who has to smile for the photo. Science. Because even your identity has roommates, and some of them have been living here longer than your species has existed.